It's Frank Monroe. Welcome to another Wine Wednesday on Capital 106.3. I'm really getting used to this. Drinking wine, part of the job. Yeah, I can handle that. And, of course, we're here to really talk about what's happening here November 11th and 12th at Hy-Vee Hall. It's Iowa's premier wine and food expo. And today we're going to visit with one of Iowa's wine distributors, Glazer Distributing. I have Aaron here from Glazer. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Frank. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. How big is the Glazer Distributing area?
Glazer's, we cover the entire state of Iowa. We have 3 warehouses in the state. Our main warehouse and corporate offices are in Urbandale, Iowa. Mm-hmm. We also have a warehouse in Cedar Rapids and also a facility up in Sioux City as well. So we cover the entire state.
What kind of wines will you be featuring at this year's Iowa's Premier Wine?
There's going to be a wide array of wines, including the 3 that we have here. There's going to be everything from champagne to sweet Moscatos to bold red wines. We'll have a wide variety, something for everybody.
Sounds good, and it looks like you have some stuff here for me to try.
I sure do. I think we should start with a little Moet and Chandon champagne. Okay. This is a well-known, it's probably one of the best-known champagnes in the world, the largest champagne house in France.
Okay.
Has its beginnings in the 18th century, in the 1780s, and continues on through today. Making fantastic product. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can't call a sparkling wine champagne unless it's actually from the Champagne region of France. And so right here we've got the authentic, the real deal. So cheers. Let's try a little bit of this. It's going to be nice and dry, nice fruit, that effervescence of the that champagne also always has from the secondary fermentation. So we'll give it a little try here. And champagne's wonderful as a starter. What we'd like to see more people do is drink more sparkling wine. Moet actually has a program called Champagne First. In Europe, if you go anywhere in Europe, in London and Paris, usually people start off every meal with a glass of sparkling wine, whether it be champagne or a nice sparkling wine from the Loire Valley in France. Champagne always starts every meal. And here in the United States, in Iowa and elsewhere, champagne is more seen as something for special occasions and celebrations. Always New Year's. Well, every day can be a celebration, and so we'd like to see people drink more sparkling champagne or sparkling wine and champagnes for every day.
Excellent. I really enjoy this too. I like the fact that it's because anytime I drink a champagne, the only time I like it is if it's exceptionally dry. But yeah, this is dry, and I'm still getting the fruit. Excellent. All right, so you start off with the Brut, and that was excellent. Where do we move on to from there?
Well, I've got with us Beringer Private Reserve Chardonnay. Now, Beringer is one of the iconic brands of California. I'm sure that a lot of your viewers and a lot of people interested in wine know the Beringer name. If anything, they know it from Beringer White Zinfandel, which has been one of the top-selling wines in the country. That light pink sweet wine. But this is their Private Reserve Chardonnay, and this is a bottle that retails for about $30 to $35. It's their reserve line, and what that means is they pick the grapes from particular lots in the winery that they know produce the best grapes year after year. They pick those lots, they keep them all together, they press them, they ferment them all together, and then they age them in the barrels, and when they're ready to blend the wine from the different barrels, because every wine is a blend, it's not just from one particular barrel, they blend them all together. From those special lots, they make the Beringer Private Reserve. It's fermented in big open oak fermenters, about 69% of it's new oak, so you're going to get some real nice oaky, toasty flavors with this wine. You're also going to get a real nice tropical, almost citrus flavors as well that'll come through. It's really a beautiful wine. You'll also get a nice creaminess from the malolactate fermentation that they use in the making of this wine. Now, I don't know if anybody has mentioned in your program before the 4 S's of wine tasting, which the first S being you see the wine, you take a look at it in the glass, you see the clarity of it, you see the color. This Chardonnay here has a beautiful golden color to it. It's very clear. It looks delicious in the glass. And then the next thing you do is you want to swirl the wine. And what swirling does, it oxygenates the wine. It releases the aromas that are in the wine, and about 90% of our sense of taste is all through our olfactory system, through our sense of smell. And really, the bouquet and the smell of a wine is quite a bit of the enjoyment of the wine as well. So you swirl it, releasing those aromas. And then the next thing you do is you sniff it. You put your nose down on the glass, and you get a nice smell of it. What you're smelling there is is that kiss of oak that it has from the barrels. A little bit of tropical fruit, maybe just a touch of pineapple. Maybe a little spice, maybe a little vanilla. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the fourth S is everybody's favorite, is you take a sip.
Oh, okay.
Very silky, very nice in the palate. It's got a nice weightiness to it, and the finish is incredible. The flavor just keeps going on and on. And and as this wine is in the glass, it's going to continue to develop as that oxygen, keeps releasing the aromas. And so that's a great thing about wines is when they're open to the air. With each sip that you have, you can always have that chance of picking up on different flavors that you hadn't discovered before.
Yeah. I'm glad you described that too, because I've always found that my favorite wines are ones that kind of stay with me for a while. And you described it as the finish is continuing.
Absolutely. This is a great Cabernet. It's Livermore Valley fruit. And Wente, a lot of these vines that they have their roots in France. They have Charles Wetmore, Louis Mel, historic figures in the California wine industry, all own property in the Livermore Valley that Wente now owns. And so you have vines here that have their roots in Bordeaux in France. And that's a very nice, very smooth Cabernet.
Yes.
A lot of bright cherry fruit up front.
Yeah, I got the cherry.
Mm-hmm. And then some nice tannins. You get that nice acidity then to to finish off with. That really brings out more of the aroma and the flavors in the wine.
Outstanding. All right. Well, be sure to stop by Glazer Distributing's booth at Iowa's Premier Wine and Food Expo. It's coming up November 11th and 12th at Hy-Vee Hall. Aaron, thanks for stopping by. You have a website, or what's the best
We do.
place
It's www.glazers.com. We're a part of a family of companies throughout the central part of the United States. We're in 11 different markets, from Texas on up to Iowa, over to Indiana and Arizona. So we're a small company in Iowa, a large company nationally. So
great. Aaron from Glazer Distributing, and another Wine Wednesday on Capital 106.3, November 11th and 12th, Hy-Vee Hall. Check out Iowa's Premier Wine and Food Expo.